One of my subscribers requested that I film a video simplifying the nervous system 2 different times, and that's exactly what I'll be doing in today's video. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, hi, my name is Busabi Moliayo. I am a Nigerian registered nurse and midwife. I am also a United Kingdom registered nurse, and on this channel I talk about nursing and healthcare. So if you're interested in content like that, do click on the subscribe button to join the YouTube family and also on the bell icon so you don't miss out when I drop another amazing video. So to start with, what exactly is the nervous system? A simple way that I like to describe the nervous system that makes it very easy for me to remember and understand is that I describe the nervous system as like the body's customer care or the telephone switchboard of the body's organization. So when you have like maybe issues with a service that is being provided with the service provider, probably in your home or your network provider, you call your customer care to complain and get the problem solved. And sometimes before you even purchase, you call the customer care, they'll tell you, okay, this is what you're buying, these are the different subscription plans that we have, these are the various ways you can pay, these are the issues that may come up, and this is how you will solve them. They more or less keep things organized. That is how I like to think about the nervous system. But in a more professional yet simple way, the nervous system can be defined as the body's network of cells, tissues, and organs that coordinates and control the bodily function. So what they just do is that they control and coordinate it. They make sure that everything is well organized, everything is like well coordinated, more like they are like the project management region of your body, if you get what I'm trying to say. Now, the classifications of the nervous system is one thing that I know it gets a lot of students confused, because there are a lot of subcategories when you're discussing the nervous system, and sometimes people may get confused as to what is what or which controls what action of the body. I'll try my best in this video to make it very simple for you guys to understand, okay? So the two main classifications of this nervous system are the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. So a very simple way to remember is like the CNS is the main one, while peripheral is like others. So just main and others, CNS and peripheral nervous system. Most of the other subcategories that I'll be discussing in this video is going to fall under the peripheral nervous system. Now let's talk about the differences between the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. So the central nervous system is made of the brain and the spinal cord, and it is the main control center of the body. It is responsible for integrating your sensory information. That is when you sense something from outside the body. It is also responsible for controlling your motor responses like how you move your body, and it can also control higher functions like your memory and even your thinking. So this is what the CNS does. Now, talking about the peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system encompasses all the nerves that is outside the central nervous system. So all the cells, tissues, organs that are part of the nervous system but is not the brain and the spinal cord falls under the peripheral nervous system. So the peripheral nervous system is classified into the somatic nervous system and the autonomic nervous system. A very simple way that I love to talk about these two classifications of the peripheral nervous system is that it is conscious and unconscious. Let me explain. The somatic nervous system controls your motor reflexes, like things that you do and you know that you are doing them. When you are running, you know that you are running. When you're sitting, you know that you're sitting. When you want to stand to go and pick a cup that is in front of you, you know that you are standing to go and do that thing. Those are things that you are conscious of doing. So these movements, these motor reflexes, those are what your somatic nervous system controls. But things that you're doing involuntarily, like you are not conscious of it, that is what autonomic nervous system does. Do you get? So you are unconscious of those things. It's not as if you decided to just do those things. Like you can't control it. It is not something that you have to think about and, okay, I want to do these things. That is what the autonomic nervous system controls. I hope you're getting the very simple way that I'm trying to differentiate these two things. And one major thing this autonomic nervous system does is that it helps you to maintain a stable internal environment and sometimes also responds to the external environment. Before we move further, let's do a quick revision of all that we've gone through. We said the nervous system controls everything that happens in your body, like your bodily functions, and it is divided into the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. And I said the central nervous system contains the brain and the spinal cord, and it's like the main one. And anything that is encompassed in the nervous system that is not the brain and the spinal cord falls under the second class, which is the peripheral nervous system. So we have the main and others. Now, others, we have two major sub-classifications, which is the somatic and the autonomic nervous system. Somatic is the conscious part, while the autonomic is the unconscious part. Conscious in the sense that things that you are aware that you're doing, while unconscious, things that you're not really aware that you're doing, they are involuntary, and it helps you to maintain a stable internal environment and also respond to stimulus from the external environment. Now, this unconscious aspect of the peripheral nervous system, which is the autonomic nervous system, is also further classified into the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. There's a very fun and a very simple way that I remember these two classifications. The sympathetic one is the one that gives me sympathy, is the one that doesn't want me to get into trouble, and whenever it sees danger or trouble coming, it activates and gets me out of that place because it sympathizes with me, like it has sympathy. It doesn't want me to get into danger. That is the flight and fight part of the nervous system, and it responds when you're in danger or when your body is in stress. So this is the part of the nervous system that increases your heart rate, dilates airway, redirects blood flow to the skeletal muscles, and releases stress hormones like adrenaline that helps you to like move or decide very fast and just get away from trouble. Now, talking about the parasympathetic nervous system, it is more like the opposite of the sympathetic nervous system. The way I say that the sympathetic nervous system is the one that tries to get me out of trouble because it sympathizes with me. The parasympathetic nervous system is the I cannot come and die part of my nervous system. I no fit kill myself, now only one life. That is the part of the that is the aspect of the parasympathetic nervous system, because what it does is just it rests. It's like the rest and digest part. Like you want to sleep, you want to rest, slows down your heart rate, like makes you relax. So this is the nervous system that promotes relaxation and recovery. So it slows your heart rate, constricts airways, stimulates digestion, and conserves energy. So it promotes activities such as eating, digestion, and sleep. Like I said, I know if you kill myself. So I think I've done justice to helping you guys understand the classifications of the nervous systems. If you want to see more of my videos, click this playlist here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!